Hi guys, I thought I'd pop in live. Let me just make sure my audio is playing nice today. This is me in another corner of my house. You get to see all of my house. It's kind of crazy, I know. My little, hold on, shoulder, coffee sign. Although right now I'm being a good girl and drinking my water. I want to know if you were curious to know how I'm working my business right now, considering I don't really leave my house. Like, really. In Massachusetts, we're still under a recommended isolation. I appreciate that recommendation and follow it because I've only gotten one of my shots. And even if I had both, I'm not invincible. I want to make sure that I'm protecting those around me. If you can't see my t shirt, I care about stuff like that. And yes, I know my lipstick matches my glasses. I didn't realize the faux pas till it was too late. I wasn't trying to. This is Paparazzi Pink. It was a limited edition matte lip color. I just love it because it's so bright and cheerful. And then I remembered, hey, I should be wearing my cute pink glasses that tie into my VIP group. So, well, virtual. How does that even work? Mary Kay used to be the everyone gather around the kitchen table and we'll have a Mary Kay party, right? Like, not anymore. I am currently operating 100% virtual. I mail samples to someone who wants to meet virtually, and then I walk them through the products. Now, there's some benefits to this. A, no cost for me to ship it to you because I pay the shipping. It's a tax write off, it's a business thing. Did I do A or one? I can't count today. The second thing is that I answer your questions. In that way, you're not like, what am I using? Where do I put it? Is it supposed to feel like that or do that? Before I even send the samples, I'm going to go over with you ingredients and allergies and just make sure that you are protected and safe. I'm not going to send you something that you're going to have a reaction to. If we can find out in advance, that is good. And I would do that for any friends of yours that you would refer to me because, I mean, they deserve the same level of protection and respect too, right? Okay. So, bearing that in mind, samples arrive. It's like Christmas in July. You open up the pack and then you wait for the time and date that we schedule. Usually, I plan it a few days out, knowing how long it takes to mail stuff to people. And we get on the computer, and it's either like a Facebook video chat or FaceTime. I don't do Skype anymore. I use Zoom a lot because that way I can have a room with a password. And if you have a last minute person who wants to join, it's easy just to give them the link. Um, Usually I do in solo sessions, although group sessions, take the same amount of time. It just, more people's questions I have to answer, but I'm really good about that. So either way, I'm not pushing that necessarily, although I'll talk about the benefits of group sessions at another video. I'll do another live, well, the perks. I just want you to understand what exactly happens. When I meet with you, it can be as short as 15 minutes, as long as a half hour. I tend to, yeah, I would say that. Yeah, I don't want to go to an hour. That's too long. Everyone's zoomed out. They're just tired of staring at computer screens. Like flipping through for relaxation is one thing, but you're going to need to be near water if it's any kind of a skincare sample so that you can wash the cleanser off afterwards. Or if you put something on and it doesn't feel right, you can remove it safely. You will probably want to have a paper towel, maybe a pair of small scissors to cut open the packs. Most of these are those pre-sealed, factory-made packs, which is great because it means they're clean, they're safe, there's no COVID because they were processed, by a machine and not a person. That's great. On top of that, we have a lot of samples. We don't have samples of everything. So sometimes if I have permission and you're okay with it, I'll send stuff from one of my bottles of product in a little screw cap jar that I'll put in a little Ziploc bag inside of a package. And I can wear vinyl gloves. I also have latex, but there's too many latex allergies these days, so I tend to use those for cleaning because the dust isn't allergic, or I don't care if it's allergic, right? Who cares if the dust is allergic? What am I saying? I used to be a lab tech. I always have stuff like that on hand. And I'm not going to be breathing on your product. Not that I wear a mask while I'm putting it together, but I do wipe down my surfaces beforehand when I pack up stuff to go out. And that room is off limits to the cats, so you don't have to worry about cat fur, cat dander if you're allergic. And it's kind of off limits to my husband too. So if you're allergic to boys or cooties, you don't even have to worry about that. I got you. I know, really. I'm just having a weird morning. Don't mind me. Other than that, I mean, we do color too. So we have these like pre-sprayed color cards with eye color and cheek color and lip color. And I can also samples of like mascara and eyeliner I can send along. They don't make samples so that I make a remover. That's a little bit of a pain. So it's hard to demo one of my best products because there's no sample. But I like that idea of I can send the party, I hate to use the word party, I can send the products we need to try to you so you can try them with me at your convenience on your phone or computer. We believe in try before you buy. We believe in a teach don't touch policy. Well, I can't touch it because you're like millions of miles away, which is great. No boo boo there. But I still believe it's important to educate. If you like what you know, you've learned from me, and you trust me, then you'll want to do business with me. If you don't, well, oh well, no harm, no foul, and I haven't even come into your house. And that's another thing. Having a virtual session, you can be in jammies and slippers. You don't have to clean. You don't have to feed anybody. You don't have to find a babysitter. It's a really short session, so that really makes it convenient, right? And I think it's kind of nice that it can be morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time works for you. If you know your kid goes down for a nap at 2 in the afternoon, then we plan the session for when your kid's taking a nap. If you got to go wait in line to pick up your kid at school, maybe that's not the time to have a session. But, maybe if you know you can sit there for 15, 20 minutes uninterrupted, maybe that is the time. You couldn't do that before, right? So I've taken the awkwardness of virtual and I turned it into a convenience. And if you do decide you like something, guess what? You can shop with me online. I take all the various things. I got like Venmo, PayPal, Cash App. I think I can do Facebook Pay, and I can run credit cards and debit cards because I have a card reading program called ProPay. It's similar to PayPal, but it's through Mary Kay. They have an agreement with them. They get some kind of a deal, so I get a lower percentage, which is nice. I know Square's out there too. For those of you who do your own businesses, that might be a better choice. Let's see. Oh, yes. Along with the free samples, I tend to send a little goodies along. I love freebies like jiggly beans and pens and hair scrunchies and gosh knows what. Sometimes I'll print up material to go with it to explain things, or I'll send you a catalog if you've asked for one. We do an e-catalog, but it's nice to see a paper catalog so you can circle things and dog-ear the pages and flip through the makeover looks and stuff. But what I think is kind of neat is if you do want to share it with your friends, it's very easy to add on a friend. Just make sure I know in advance so that I can get them samples, and then I can tell you more about Hostess Credit, what we call Hostess Credit, then. But I'm keeping an eye on the time. It's already like 15 minutes in. Oh, and I wanted to remember to mention, since I had this shirt on, you may not know this, Mary Kay has their own charity. Like almost all direct sellers have a charity that they believe in. Mary Kay's charity is twofold. It is the Mary Kay Ash Foundation supports research on cancers affecting women. Hence, because I'm a cancer survivor, you may not know it. Oh, I have a scare here from when I had a thyroidectomy done. We caught it when I was 22 while I was in grad school. I'm fine. Will always be fine. It's gone. But it was scary, and I learned very quickly how to take better care of my skin. Hence, I was using sunscreen and washing my face and being very careful about sun exposure. The thyroid cancer had nothing to do with sun, but I'm like, while I'm at it, I might as well protect myself because skin cancer is very prevalent in New England because it's overcast and we don't think we need to protect ourselves. And then guess what? You're still getting UV radiation. So, duh. I guess because I was a lab tech, I was a little more mindful. So what I found is that that's one thing they do. They also support domestic violence shelters. And I actually support a family home shelter, a homeless shelter in a town near me in Framingham. And I just donated product. I had stuff where we just changed the formula. So I had so many, cases of skincare sets that were now the old formula. They were valid. They were sealed, but, no one wanted them. They wanted to buy the new stuff. So I donated those as a tax write-off. What was really fun was delivering them to the facility. I had to give them to the director, and then she took a picture and posted it on Facebook, which she didn't have to do, but it was very sweet. It made me feel really nice to know that I could do something great with my business. So what I'd like to extend is that whatever your charity might be, I relay for life, hence why I have this t-shirt. I relayed for many years with my cousin and helped fundraise over $1,000 several years in a row. For the cause for our particular town that we were walking in. Granted, they're in like every town, usually this summer. Although last year I think they had to do a virtual walk or they had to have everyone all spaced out because, COVID. I'm not sure how they're doing it this year. But what I love about it is the company doesn't say, oh, you can't raise money for some other charity. They're like, raise money for whatever charity you want. Use your business as a vehicle for positive change. I'm like, yay, I love that. So I like to call it Party with a Purpose. Yeah, I hate the word party, but it's a cute little, it's not even alliteration, but it's cute. So if you wanted to virtual session with a purpose, see what I mean? It just doesn't have the same ring. Let me know, because what I can do is I don't expect sales. It's funny. You sit there going, well, you're having a session, a party, you're selling stuff, right? I can sell stuff. Doesn't mean I'm going to. And the reason I say that is I've been in business 10 years. I have enough customers reordering. I can keep the lights on. I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about is building a relationship with you and getting to know you better, seeing if I can serve you. And in doing so, you get to know me well enough you feel comfortable that you choose to shop with me. That's different. And honestly, when you think about it, that's the way business should be done. Get to know the person, like what they do, trust them, shop with them, not shop first. And I'm not dissing anyone who has those sales to get new clients. I'm on this event to meet new people. If I meet new people and I take good care of them, eventually they shop with me, refer their friends to me, business as usual. That's just the model I feel comfortable with. But what I like is with Party with a Purpose, whether the people attend or not, if they're helping you raise money for a certain cause, I would donate a percentage of my profit to your cause. So let's just say your cause is JDRF, which is the Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation, which is something that my sister-in-law cares a lot about because she had juvenile diabetes. So did her sister and her niece. So several people in the family are type 1 diabetes diagnosed in their very young years and have, of course, now gotten treatment because money has gone into research and now they have these little injecting devices that are controlled by an app on your phone, as well as, of course, you have to every once in a while put insulin into them. But it helps them moderate their insulin levels because their pancreas doesn't work and doesn't do that job anymore. So if I wanted to, let's say, help my sister-in-law raise money for JDRF, she would hold a session with me. Now, she could be what I call a mystery hostess and just email the catalog to her friends and go, my sister-in-law is helping me raise money, buy something, and she will donate 10% of her personal profit to my fundraiser. That way, the friend gets something and helps a cause. She gets something for free from me as a thank you for being a hostess, but also gets funds for her cause. Everybody wins. I get some business, potentially new customers. It's not as hard sales because we all know going in, okay, we're going to buy a token item. Now, if the person loves Mary Kay and already has a consultant, this would be a one-time thing. But if they don't have a consultant and they fall in love with the products or they get along with me, they may continue to be a customer. So that benefits me. Also, they may find they have finally found the product that they're in love with, their favorite mascara or their favorite moisturizer. Yay! Everybody wins. So in doing a Party with a Purpose, it's nice because you're giving back. I'm giving back. I'm making just the baseline to cover the cost of the product, and I can afford to give away up to 50% of retail price because the full retail price, I've paid wholesale, I'm selling at retail. So there's that extra 50% that's available. If I donate 10, 15, or 20%, it's not going to break the bank. I need to, of course, keep a little bit to ship it to whomever, pay sales tax, and just in general, the cost of doing business. There's always a fee, but I don't call it a fee. It's called, if I can keep you from having to pay it, great. If they spend a lot of money, I'm giving them the gift with purchase, even though they didn't really spend it for the sake of making, getting some freebie. They spent it to help a cause. They should still get the gift with purchase, don't you think? I think they went through the trouble. Did they do the work? They should get the gift. And so there's that comes out of my profits to pay for the gift. It's free to them. And if there's a cause you've heard of, I don't know about, please share it with me. Feel free to put comments below. What is your favorite charity to fundraise for? And do you have a goal? What goal might that be? Maybe I can help. We could partner. Just ideas I like to throw out there because you never know when someone else's dream is attached to yours. And when I'm helping someone fundraise for a charity, maybe that helps a family member that they care about, or that helps their community. And in some way, I'm positively affecting change in my life, in my neighborhood, or in someone else's. So, as I said, virtual sessions are a great way to meet people, share product with them, expose them to the Mary Kay brand in a safe environment, and low pressure potential sales. And of course, if they like me, hopefully they'll consider passing me along to their friends. We can pay it forward. I've been doing this every month. I go through my Facebook friends and see who has a birthday, and I contact them to wish them a happy birthday. Instead of giving them an offer for a sale, because they may or may not be a customer, and I always felt like that's kind of cheesy. It's like, hey, birthday coupon, spend money with me. No, don't do that. I feel it's better to say, hey, happy birthday. and then separately say, by the way, I put you and everyone else born in April in a drawing. I've pulled out about 5 names, and you've won a birthday pack. It's samples, because I already have a ton of them, and why not? And it's like a self-pamper packet that they can use, and I walk them through if they need me to, and if they don't, I just, send them a note saying, don't put this in your eye, or don't eat this, and they laugh, and they go ahead and use the stuff, and if they feel like talking about it, they can. If they don't have to. But it's just a chance for me to reach out and connect with an old friend, because let's face it, it's been a year since I've seen a lot of these people in person. I've had withdrawal. I can't hug them, but I can send them a hug, so to speak. And it's been great to reconnect with people. And once in a rare while, someone goes, "Hey, actually, can I get that?" Like, "Oh, yeah, sure." I totally forgot that I could sell that to you. Oh, right, sure. But I was using my business as a way to stay connected to people. And I don't know about you, but whether you're a guest or you're a direct seller, feel free to steal the idea. I mean, seriously, steal any good ideas you hear. They're not mine. They're usually borrowed from somebody else anyway. I can't take credit for most things. But if it's a great idea, I'm going to use it. And if it's a really good idea, I'm going to share it. So hopefully that brings you some joy or puts a smile on your face or gives you a great idea for down the road. But I will see you guys again later today, and we'll talk more about what's in it for you. How do you earn free stuff? Why would you want to earn free stuff? And, of course, our 100% satisfaction return policy if you do buy something, so you don't get stuck with it, because I'm out of time. Well, I got a couple minutes. So let me just say it now, and if that way I don't forget. If you buy anything, let's say you buy a widget, $50. Well, maybe not $50, $10. Not a very big investment, but you buy a widget, $10 from me. I mail it to you. You change your mind. You're like, you know what? I want a different color widget or a different flavor widget. Or I just don't want this widget at all. Can I send it back? I say, just give me the lot number on the bottom. I don't actually have to have you mail it back to me unless company asks me to. They usually say, have them send you the product and hang on it for 30 days and destroy it. I'm like, no, that's dumb. That's wasteful. I can't resell it anyway. So I usually tell people, hang on to it. If I'm asked to send it back, like if there's something physically wrong with it and they need to see it at the factory, like, oh, this machine keeps crushing bottles, they want to know. But if it's like just, the cap's loose and it leaked in shipment, they will be like, no problem. If you change your mind, no problem. We can ship you a replacement product for free at no cost to me or you. The company just does that. It's a 100% satisfaction guarantee, and I keep tapping the computer and then the camera shakes. Sorry about that. If it is something that's wrong, they like to know, but we're not going to sit there and grill you with questions. That's not the reason we want to know. We want to just know, is everything okay? You didn't get glass in there or something crazy, like nothing bad. We'd want to know that stuff. But what I love is if you just want to change out the color, or some of our skincare is either combination oily or normal dry. So the formula, when I say formula, or even let's say you want to switch completely. You're like, I'm using TimeWise 3D, but I want to have the TimeWise Repair Cleanser instead. Well, there might be a little bit of a difference. So we would apply it as a credit, and then you just pay the difference. Because I think Repair is a slightly more expensive cleanser. Not by a lot, but a little bit. And if you do change your mind, you're like, I hate Mary Kay, I never want to use it again. I had a bad reaction, even though we checked for ingredients. I'm just not happy. I will send you a money order or reverse the charges on your credit or debit card. However you paid me, I will repay you back. If it's Venmo, I just Venmo you back, And I would make a note of that as a loss for my business so that I can declare that on my taxes later. Because they would say, hey, you sold it, you made profit. No, I didn't. I had to return the money because they changed their mind. Like, that's the only thing. I need to document it, but that's on my end, not yours. So if you should buy something from me or another Mary Kay representative and then you're not 100% satisfied, you can return exchange it. Now, if you can't get a hold of us, you can still call Mary Kay Corporate. Be aware, if you're buying on eBay or Etsy or Amazon, we're not supposed to sell there. Not even as a gift basket. Because now we've lost control of whether or not there's a consultant associated with the product. And the reason I say that is the 100% guarantee kind of stops there. Also, if you buy something and it turns out to be fake, because some people, strangely enough, I know, why would they bother, but make fakes of Mary Kay products because we're sold in 30, 40 countries around the world, and some other countries, we're a bigger brand than you might realize. So you might find that someone's making a generic knockoff of our eye makeup remover that's not quite the same thing, and let's just say it's made in a foreign country, that's a first giveaway. Second of all, it's being shipped from a foreign country, that's another giveaway. Our stuff's made in the United States, and I live in Massachusetts, so it would be being shipped from the United States. And I can't sell internationally, so you won't see me shipping something overseas. There's way too much involved in that, just paperwork alone, but also I'm just not supposed to, not licensed to. But I would say just be conscientious of who you're buying from. Make sure it's a real consultant. And if you're not sure, you can always ask me. And you can always contact corporate if you're having a problem with a consultant, like a serious problem. They'll just be like, I don't like how she wears her hair. That's not a reason. But if it truly is something like this person give you horrible customer service, say something. If they don't give you really great customer service, they like to hear that too, you know? But that's all I got for now. I will talk to you more about what's in it for you and how you can earn more free stuff versus just getting some free samples. And hope you're having a great day. Bye.